David Stockton had the name, the bloodline, and none of the NBA career to match. David Stockton is the son of John Stockton, the NBA's all-time leader in assists and steals. His dad made 10 All-Star teams. David, 6 NBA games total. That's not a career, that's a cameo. He averaged 3 points and barely a rebound. 1.5 assists per game from the son of a passing god. In the G League, he looked alive. 16 points, 7 assists. But that's summer school basketball. The NBA didn't care. When your dad is a legend, showing up isn't enough. David didn't break out. He didn't even break through. Patrick Ewing Jr. played like the last thing he wanted was attention, and he got his wish. Son of Hall of Famer Patrick Ewing Jr. made it to the NBA for just 7 games. Not 7 seasons, 7 games. He averaged under 1 point, under 1 rebound, and hit 0 shots from the field. His entire NBA career looked like a blank stat sheet. Meanwhile, his dad put up 21 and 10 for the Knicks and led them to 2 finals. Junior flashed better numbers in the D League and even played in Europe. But in the NBA, the name got him in. Nothing kept him there. Legacy opened the door. The game closed it. Shareef O'Neal had a legendary last name and a heart condition that stopped everything cold. As Shaq's son, Shareef looked like a future star in high school. Nearly 28 points, 17 rebounds, a state title. Then came heart surgery in 2018. His college career sputtered. Just over 2 points and 3 rebounds across UCLA and LSU. He went undrafted in 2022. His G League run with Ignite was quiet. Just 5.6 points, 3 boards a game. A preseason shot with the Kings ended fast. His NBA dream stalled before it began. Shaq dominated eras. Shareef fought just to stay on the court. The name is iconic. The career still waiting to start. Zaire Wade's journey looks less like a legacy and more like a long layover. Dwayne Wade is a Hall of Famer with 3 rings and 13 All-Star appearances. His son Zaire skipped college and took the G League route. The results? 3 points, 2 rebounds, and less than 2 assists per game with the Salt Lake City Stars, shooting just 32% from the field. A season-ending injury halted what little momentum he had. Since then, he's played in South Africa and China, trying to climb back. His name draws attention, but the stat sheet doesn't. D. Wade lit up arenas. Zaire's still stuck in warm-ups. So far, the legacy hasn't passed down. Glenn Rice Jr. had NBA blood and a scoring touch. He also had a knack for disappearing. Drafted 35th overall in 2013, the son of 3-time All-Star Glenn Rice played only 16 games for the Wizards, less than 3 points a night, shooting under 27% from the field and 25% from 3, a PER under 4. His offensive rating didn't even crack 75, but in the G League, he dominated, winning a title with Rio Grande Valley. Overseas, he averaged 24 points in Israel and snagged MVP honors. The talent was real, but so were the off-court issues. Teams dropped him. His dad hit big shots for the Lakers and won trophies. Glenn Jr. just bounced. Kobe Carl entered the league with one of the winningest coaches in NBA history as his father, and barely left a footprint. George Karl has over 1,000 NBA wins and a Hall of Fame resume. Kobe Carl played 24 games across the Lakers, Cavaliers, and Warriors, averaging under 3 points a night, shooting under 35% from the field and 25% from deep. His biggest NBA moment was one start for Golden State, where he put up 7 points, 4 rebounds, and nearly 4 assists. After that, it was back to the G League, where he actually produced 16 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds with Reno. In the NBA, though, the name didn't translate. One built a Hall of Fame career. The other barely got warm-ups. Anthony Mason Jr. had skill and heart, but the NBA door never stayed open. His father, Anthony Mason Sr., was a defensive force, Sixth Man of the Year in 1995, an All-Star, and a Knicks Finals anchor. Mason Jr. improved each year at St. John's but went undrafted in 2010. He got a preseason look with the Miami Heat, 3 games, 4 points, and 4 boards, but was waived before opening night. From there, it was the G League grind, putting up 15 to 17 points a game for Sioux Falls. Overseas in Italy, Venezuela, and Cyprus, he produced solid numbers, but no NBA comeback. His dad bulldozed through the paint. Mason Jr. never broke through the door. Canyon Barry was the only Barry kid who didn't make the NBA, but he kept the family's underhand free throw alive. Rick Barry led the NCAA, ABA, and NBA in scoring, won a title, a finals, MVP, and made 8 All-Star teams. Canyon had a solid college career at Charleston in Florida, averaging up to 20 points before a shoulder injury. He set a Florida record with 42 straight free throws, all underhand, like his dad. After going undrafted in 2017, he got a Knicks Summer League shot, but that was it. He played in Finland, the Czech Republic, China, then the G League with Iowa Wolves, averaging just over 9 points a game. His biggest splash? Winning 3x3 gold for Team USA. Cool, but not the NBA. The AW. Chris Smith played 2 NBA games and made less impact than the national anthem. As J.R. Smith was dunking on defenders and winning 2 NBA titles, his younger brother Chris managed a grand total of 2 games with the Knicks. Not 2 seasons, 2 minutes per game, 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists. His stat sheet looked like a power outage. A PER below 0, true shooting at 0, and negative win shares. He had a solid college run at Louisville and did decent work in the G League and overseas, suiting up in Israel, Canada, and Kosovo. But nothing stuck. JR had a chaotic, electric, legendary run. Chris? Just a box score cameo with no punchline. Larry Drew II had the name, the vision, and a D-League assist record, but the NBA never bought in. Son of longtime NBA player and coach Larry Drew, he showed real playmaking at UCLA. Over 7 assists a game and a school assist record. But after going undrafted in 2013, his NBA stints were brief. 15 games with the Sixers, 7 with the Pelicans. Across those 22 games, he averaged just under 3 points and 2 assists. In the G League, he flashed real skill, including a 23-assist game, a league record. Overseas, he bounced between France and Lithuania. His father coached in the finals. Larry Drew II had talent, but the league doesn't reward almost. Ralph Sampson III was tall, skilled, and invisible. His father was a 4-time All-Star, Rookie of the Year, and Hall of Famer. Ralph Jr. stood 6 feet 11 inches, played well at Minnesota, and finished with 1,000 points, 500 boards, and 200 blocks. But aggression wasn't in his game. Undrafted in 2012, he drifted through the G League, Reno, Maine, and brief overseas stints. His best season? 6 points, 6 boards, under 2 blocks. Meanwhile, Ralph Sr. was one of the original Twin Towers, a dominant big who shook the NBA until injuries cut it short. Ralph III played hard, but the post was too heavy and the last name too loud. PJ Dozier had pedigree, playoff minutes, and a torn ACL that wrecked everything. Nephew of Celtics, All-Star Reggie Lewis, Dozier had a breakout at South Carolina, leading them to their first Final Four. He went undrafted in 2017, but worked his way into the NBA, logging 130 games. His best run came in 2021, nearly 8 points and 4 rebounds for the Nuggets off the bench. Then came the ACL tear. After that, he barely played, under 1 point per game in 2024 with the Timberwolves. In the G League, he looked better, and overseas, he found a role with Partizan Belgrade. He's still active, still grinding, but the NBA window, mostly closed. Jerian Grant had the family tree, the college resume, and a career that never quite landed. He's the son of Harvey Grant and nephew of four-time NBA champ Horace Grant. Drafted 19th in 2015 after starring at Notre Dame, expectations were real. But over 279 games across 4 teams, he averaged just 6 points and 3 assists. A role player with backup numbers and no staying power. Shot 41% from the field, 32% from deep. Advanced stats didn't help. Negative box plus minus, low VORP. In Europe, though, he flourished. Euro Cup MVP, Euro League champion, and Greek League Defensive Player of the Year. The NBA legacy never bloomed, but overseas, he finally made it count.